Good afternoon all. Myself Rudra Swami. I am from Sankukaram National Model School, Latur. Okay, and today we are going to see a new chapter from science, that is fiber to fabric. In this chapter, today we are going to see that is what is meant by fiber and what is meant by fabric and what are the types of fibers are there that we are going to see in today's session. Okay, let us start. So our chapter's name is fiber to fabric. So the concept is what is in by fiber and what is in by fabric. Okay. You just do one thing that you have to take take out thread from a piece of cloth. Your cloth is there. Take out one thread from a piece of cloth. Twist that thread gently between your two fingers. Like this, you have to twist. Okay, and observe what you are seeing. Whatever you are looking at, you have to observe that. What is there in that thread? Okay, the string-like structure, that soft structure it is there. It is called as fiber. Okay, it is called as fiber. It is made up of different kinds of fibers like cotton, like silk are there. Okay, thread or yarn, the thread of the cloth. The thread of the cloth in Hindi it is called as rasi. Okay, thread or yarn is made up of a fiber. It is made up of a fiber. Okay, so pull and observe carefully that thread. Okay, you will notice that a fine hair-like strands are breaking up from that thread or yarn. Thread is nothing but a yarn. It is also called as yarn. Okay, these are fibers. That hair-like structure, hair-like strand structure is called as fiber. Okay, and thread is made up of fibers only. Okay, if microscopic observation, if you have seen of that thread, you can look like this. You can see this image. Okay, that hair-like strands are there, no? That is nothing but a fiber. It is nothing but a fiber. And these threads are used to make up pieces of cloths. And that cloths are nothing, it is called as a fabric. It is called as a fabric. Okay, that threads are used to make a fabric, or it is used to make up pieces of cloths. Okay, in other hands, fabric is a cloth produced from the thread. We can say that fabric is a cloth which is produced from the threads. See how threads are interlaced between each other. Multiple threads are interlaced between each other, and by interlacing that threads with each other, they are forming the fabrics. Okay, they are forming the fabrics. First, we are getting threads or yarns from the fibers. Different fibers are there. Okay, and there are types we are going to see now only. Okay, and by interlacing these threads or yarns into each other by right angle, by 90-degree angle, we are forming the fabrics. Okay, we are forming the fabrics from that threads. See that individual fiber. If we twist that thread, we can get the fiber. We can see that we are able to see the fibers. Okay, by interlacing these threads with each other at right angle, these right angles are there. Okay, each thread is placed at right angle. Okay, by we are making fabrics by placing the threads at right angle. Okay, next, some common fabrics are silk, cotton, denim. You might have heard about this. You are very well known about these kinds of fabrics, and we are using these kinds of fabrics in our daily life. Okay, and fabrics are dyed means colored. Okay, printed and stitched into cloths. Okay, by forming some processes, we are getting these cloths by printing, by stitching, and by coloring that cloths. Okay, see. Now we are going to see the how, let us see the how fibers are made into fabrics. There are some steps are there. From fibers we are getting fabrics. Okay, there are steps are there. Step 1, fibers are thin strands obtained either from plants or from animals. Okay, woolen fiber is obtained from animals like sheep, like goat, okay, like that. And some fibers were obtained from the plants like cotton fiber, jute fiber. Okay, these fibers are converted into yarns or threads by spinning method. See, this is the cotton fiber. By spinning that cotton fiber with our fingers, we are forming the thread. This is the old method. This is the old method that we are forming the thread of that cotton fiber. Okay, but now by using electric machines, we are forming that thread from that cotton fiber. Spinning is the process. What is in by spinning? Spinning is the process in which fibers are twisted to produce continuous thread. We are producing a thread from the fibers by spinning method. Okay, it is a process in which fibers are twisted, okay, to produce continuous thread. Traditionally, spinning was done using hand spindle. It is done by hand spindle. Okay, it is a traditional method, old method it is, or by spinning wheel. It is also called charkha. Okay, this spinning wheel is used by the great Mahatma Gandhi. You might have seen. This is called as hand spindle. That lady is using that apparatus is called as hand spindle. By using hand spindle, which is also called as takli, okay, we can make a thread from the fiber. And by the second method, the second picture I will show you, that is charkha or spinning wheel. It is also called as spinning wheel. Okay. But this is the traditional methods. These are the traditional methods. Old methods are there that by using spinning wheel or hand spindle, spinning process is happening. Was happening by these are the old methods. But nowadays, these processes, that spinning process is done using large machines. By using large machine. And the second step, we are getting the threads from the fiber. We are in step 1, we get the threads from the fiber. Okay, now step second, the yarn or the threads we obtain then is made into cloths mainly by two processes. There are two processes by forming a fabric from the thread. First one is the weaving process and second is knitting process. Weaving and knitting process. Weaving is the process. First, weaving is the process in which two sets of yarn are interlaced at a right angle. Suppose these are the two threads are there, and these again two threads are there. They are interlaced each other at right angle. At right angle. Okay, they are interlacing with each other at right angle. Okay, to form a fabric. Like this, we are forming a fabric from the thread. This process is called as weaving process. Okay, and this weaving process is done on the device called loom. Device we are using for the weaving process is called as loom. Some looms are operated by the hand, and while some are run by the electricity. I will show that image to you. See, this is a loom. It is operated by our hand. Yes, you can see that. By the machines also we can operate for making a fabric. On electricity we can make that fabric from that threads. Yes. Next, second process is called as knitting process. It is the process of interlacing thread or yarn to form connected loops. And it is done either by long needles or by knitting machines. You might have seen this at your home. some of the pregnant ladies, they are used to make a woolen cloth, okay, by this process. It is called as knitting process. Okay, it is done by either lawn needles or by knitting machines. So by this method we can form a fabric from the fiber. First we are obtaining the threads from the fibers. After that we are getting fabric from the thread. Okay, now we are going to see what are the types of fibers. There are mainly two types of fibers are there: natural fiber and synthetic fiber. Natural fiber mean what? Natural fiber, the fiber which is obtained from the plants or animals, are called as natural fibers. The fibers which are obtaining from the plants or animals are called as natural fiber. Examples are there: cotton, jute, wool, and silk are the some examples of natural fiber. See the cotton fiber. Okay, an example is that the towel is there, cotton towel. Then silk cloth. We are obtaining the silk from the silkworms, from the animals we are getting. Then jute fiber. We are obtaining this from the plant. Again, wool. This is again we are obtaining from the plant, animals. Okay, so these are some fibers are considered as a natural fiber. The fabrics made from the natural fiber referred to as a natural fabrics. The fabrics which are formed by these natural fibers are referred as a natural fabrics. Okay, again the second type, that is synthetic fiber. Synthetic means which is formed in the laboratories. Okay, synthetic fibers are those fibers that are prepared from chemical substances in the laboratories. Okay, those fibers which are prepared from the chemical substances in the laboratories are called as synthetic fiber. Examples: nylon, rayon, acrylic, polyester are some examples of synthetic fiber. Okay, you might have heard about these fibers. Okay, and not only for making cloths, but that fibers are used for the several other processes also. Okay, by making several other things also, like this brush. This brush is used to make from that nylon fiber. Okay, rayon, it is one kind of cloth. Okay, obtaining synthetically means from the laboratories we are obtaining. All these are the some fibers are there we are obtaining from the labs or by using chemical substances. Those fabrics made from synthetic fibers are called as synthetic fabrics. The fabrics which are made from synthetic fibers are called as synthetic fabrics. Okay, so these are some two types of fibers: natural fiber and synthetic fiber. Okay, but in natural fibers also there are two types. In natural fibers also there are two types. What are they? Plant fiber. See, in detail I am going to show you. Natural fibers having two types: plant fiber and animal fiber. Plant fiber and animal fiber. In plant fiber, there are three subtypes are there: fruit fiber, bast fiber, and leaf fiber. Okay, fruit fibers means what? The fibers obtained from fruit of the plant is called as fruit fibers. For example, cotton and coir. Okay, these cotton fiber we are obtaining from the fruit of that cotton plant, and coir fiber is obtaining from the fruit of coconut plant. Okay, that coconut fruit, the outer core of coconut fruit is used for making a coir fiber. Okay, next, bast fiber. Okay, the fibers which are obtaining from the stems of plants that are called as bast fibers. For example, jute and flax and hemp are an example of bast fiber. We are obtaining these fibers from the stems of that plants. Next one, that is leaf fiber. The fibers which is obtaining from the leaves of the plant are called as leaf fiber. Example is sisal. Sisal is one kind of fiber is there that we are obtaining from that leaves of that sisal plant. Okay, so these are some types of plant fibers. These are some types of plant fiber which is come from the natural fiber. Okay, next one is animal fiber. There are only two kinds of fiber are there called wool and silk. Okay, the fiber which is obtaining from the animals, the skin of the animal, hairs, sorry, not skin, but from the hairs of the animals. Okay, that are called as animal fibers. Example, wool and silk. Wool is obtaining from the hairs of that sheep, some rabbit. Okay, and the silk fiber we are obtaining from the silkworm. Okay, by the silkworm. Okay, so these are some types of natural fiber. Okay, so in tomorrow's session we are going to see the production of cotton fiber, how the cotton fiber we are obtaining from the cotton plant. Okay, and from that we are obtaining from the cotton fabrics. Rest of the things are we will see in the next class. Okay, thank you.